Angie's making me a circular salad. It's pretty. Excuse me, it's my snack hour. I'm having some homemade bread. Angie makes homemade whole wheat bread, and this is homemade yogurt. You know, it's important to have a balance in your nutrition as you get older, at any time actually, for your blood sugar levels. And it's important to eat small meals on a regular basis. So every couple of hours I'm snacking or eating. And I don't eat much, just enough to regulate my blood sugar and make sure I'm not letting it get too low. I'm not gluten intolerant. I think everybody's gluten intolerant. The reason is cooked wheat is acid. So is red meat. And so is all packaged foods, sugar, canned foods, cheese. You can see just about everything is acid. So what's not acid? Fruit and vegetables. So I eat enough fruit and vegetables to make sure I keep myself alkaline. That's why it's okay for me to eat a little wheat, because I've balanced out my meals. I've balanced out my meals with enough fruit and vegetables that because of that balance, when I do eat some whole wheat or cooked beans or whatever, even a little piece of meat, chicken or whatever, I don't get acid. I don't have acid reflux or gluten intolerance. Of course, I don't eat sugar, I don't eat packaged products, and I don't eat canned food. Delineate in a visual view what my health has been like since the 90s, and I think the chart speaks for itself. Initial move to Cuenca that immediately resulted in mold, mildew. And elevation and smog hitting us, but it took us a while to figure that out, just because we had never been in such an environment and we just didn't recognize it and didn't know it. It took us a while, but we did figure out little by little. And you see this part where the chart really takes a nosedive and it says parasite medicine. That was just like the last nail in the current downswing and coffin. We've had a few commenters say how they've noticed my appearance, and that's what that's from that medicine, from the parasite medicine that we made a big error and should have never took. Hello, my dear family friends. What I ate today, Alex ate it too. Hi, Alex. This is not your average tuna salad. First off, it was made by my wonderful wife, Angie. And that makes it special in and of itself. But look what a wonderful job she did. Look at all the veggies in that. The second thing I want you to note is the ratio. Of course, I already ate all of that, but the ratio of the vegetables to the tuna, that's important. That's an important principle. And of course, a variety of vegetables. We're missing avocado. I'd really like to have that, but we didn't have any today. Normally, I would have had avocado. Pacific tuna. Now, it's been a couple of years since that mishap in Japan, so I guess we're taking a gamble that the tuna's okay. But I gotta have my minerals from the fish. Met this guy in his 60s a while back ago. We were walking down the street and he was chugging on an orange soda. He said that he was drinking it to regulate his blood sugar. Now, I didn't say anything at the time, but you know, you're drinking a sugary drink, you're not regulating, you're screwing it up. What you're doing is your blood sugar is diving down to low levels, and then you're just spiking it back up with the sugar. You're just on a roller coaster. What you need to regulate your blood sugar is protein. You need whole foods and protein, and that's what this tuna salad is all about. I eat these a couple times a week. It's all about beets today, which we drink this every day, and it's called beet kvass. Stuff is an immune builder to counterbalance the immune busting anti-parasite medicines. Those things are immune busting and this is immune building. So we want to restore the balance, the natural balance in our lives. And to be clear, I'm not the one doing the building. The master builder is. I'm just facilitating. I have a video channel. I have to make movies. I have people asking us for videos. They watch our stuff.
And you actually film yourself cleaning the pizza?
Yeah, because I'm making something for health.
And you expect people that come from America to do that?
I don't expect anything. People want videos, I give them videos.
And you give them video for free? You could boil them a little bit longer, could you?
Boil?
Boil? Did you boil them?
No, these aren't boiled, they're raw.
Oh.
I'm making fermented food. You can't ferment anything if you boil it.
I thought you boil it.
No. And this here is my fermented dairy that I've got going on now. This is something that I do now every day. So yeah, we're making our own probiotic because otherwise you're going to be spending, you know, when people talk about how much you're going to spend, you start adding up all the probiotic and, you know, having to buy lab-created probiotics, which there's a place for those. We did take some, but it was woefully inadequate. I mean, it wasn't enough. on an ongoing basis. You just have to, we just have decided that this is what we have to do in order to stay healthy. Hey, did I show you guys the fermented butter? Let's see what that looks like. Where is it? Oh, here it is. That's my cheese making in the fridge. See, all of this stuff is all fermented. It takes up the whole top row of the fridge and some of the bottom. Let's see what this butter looks like. It still is good enough to be irresistible. I'm not going to double dip.
Did you say you have kitchen duties?
Yeah. This is the ones with the grains in it. You have to kind of go slow and strain. Don't get all professional chef on yourself and start flipping it like an omelet. Your grains will jump all over and you'll lose them. The grains don't jump, but they're not Mexican jumping beans. But if you're not careful, they'll pop out. That's the grains right there. Not very much grains, but it makes a lot of kefir. I'm still waiting on these things to grow. Don't touch them with metal, so we got plastic going on here. Well, acid and metal don't mix. Put them back in there. Alright. Now the way to properly do this is a professional chef's kitchen technique. When you scoop this, you know how there's always a leak there and it makes a mess? This is what you do. You pick it up, you touch it. Did you see that? No leak. I learned this in Italian kitchens.
Okay.
I'm talking about restaurants and busy tourist areas that have professional chefs. Yes, I worked in those restaurants as a teenager. See that? Just no mess. But I usually sabotage myself and make plenty of mess anyway. Let's see here. Let's give some people a little bit more.
Frank does this every single day. So we have kefir every day.
I'm going to drink some.
Okay. I like my kefir cold.
I don't care whether it's cold or not. It's good. It's creamy. It's slightly cheesy like cheddar with a slight amount of fritzy sour.
We drink it. It's good for you.
It's an acquired taste, but it's
so good for you.
I really kind of took to it right away.
If you have any kind of intestinal issues or anything, the kefir will just take care of it.
I wouldn't recommend
Doing too much
people
at
on
one time?
average American diets start drinking kefir right away because strong cleansing reactions will make you sick.
We probably should talk about that.
What they need to do is start out taking a tablespoon a day for 4 days, and then up it to 2 tablespoons. Just super slow.
Kefir butter. It's really good, especially on integral crackers.
It's kind of like getting on a plane, except for when the train gets going, people are still not sitting. So you don't try that on a plane. And the other thing is like being on a cruise ship. You share tables. I don't know if you can tell that we're moving pretty fast. Incidentally, I wanted to let you know how while I'm doing this travel and live abroad hacking, all this travel with public transportation, you know, it's easy to catch things and get sick and all that. And so how do I avoid that? I never get sick. This isn't milk, it's kefir, it's fermented milk. And I'm just able to carry, I just need to carry a little bit with me, just enough to sip on it throughout the day. It doesn't need to be refrigerated unless you have extreme temperatures. So it works really well for me. If I can at least get a little bit of that the first day of my travel, I usually avoid. No, I always do avoid. I just don't seem to ever get sick when I travel. And that's really cool, because the last thing you want to do with all that stress of travel is add that dimension to it. Alright, so I'm still fermenting even as I'm traveling. We're traveling. So I do carry those grains with me, and you can carry little bits of fermented food in small vials through airports and such most of the time. Once in a while you get a funny look, like what's this, you know? And it's just healthy food. It just looks like milk popcorn, you know. So I want to remind you that fermented foods are not a substitute for a well-rounded health regimen and taking care of your health. And when we take care of our health, when I take care of my health, that helps me to be self-sufficient in health. Health is wealth, therefore I am creating a life of good health, which is wealth. How do you like them apples? Thanks for watching.